pin 16, another real deep pin of Barras. Barra here, 353-4. This one will be a stout featured, heavy structured, big legged, and yet still kind of uniquely long necked and balanced from the side as about any. He has the right kind of muscle pattern to just keep feeding as well. The 350-6 Barra here, be hard to put a big hole in this one. Just ultra well balanced, super complete. He's sound, square on his feet and legs. This is the kind that shouldn't really matter whether he hits the show as a lightweight, as a middleweight, or down the road as a heavyweight. He has the balance and proportions to be a banner winning kind of Barra. The belted Barra there now, coming across the 282-9. We love this one from the standpoint of just having that dominant show Barra. First impression, kind of appeal from the side. Love him when he gets out and gets his head up and gets to rolling. And yet the neat thing about him is he certainly doesn't disappoint you when he comes right to you. And you study the real rib cage and softness of rib shape that this Barra has. He reads to be one that will respond to feed and will expand and will do what you need him to do as you ask him to do it at heavier weight there. The off-belted Barra coming now, the 361-1. Really like the show Barra skull and head and neck of this hog. I mean, he'll be he's another one of those that comes in the gate with his head up and gives you that kind of look. He's gonna get a pin. He's square and comfortable and correct on his feet and legs, and reads to be one that'll really feed and should always have you right up toward the top end and being extremely competitive. The white down-eared Barra here would be out of a Chester boar and a Yorkshire sow. Fit into a classifying setting there. Should make an awfully competitive Chester classifier Barra. He's big-legged and stout. Big-ribbed and square on his feet and legs. The red Rome Barra coming across now, the 351-3. Love this Barra from a profile standpoint. He is so neat as he gets out and goes. And reads like one that can really feed to have the right kind of look at the right point down the road. The belted Barra be one of the real elite Barras of the pen and of the entire set, the 340-6. Another one that it's hard to pick a big hoe in or break down from a critical standpoint because he's so complete, so balanced and so square. He's got shape and dimension when you get on top of him, and he gives you the right kind of look and design from the side. He flexes and uses his hip and hock the right way and reaches and goes out of his front end with comfort as well. The 360-7 belted Barra. This one will be as bold and shapely when you get right up into his loin edge and upper side of his skeleton. Tremendous upper rib cage, heavy structured, bold and stout coming at you and leaving you. Reads like one that you can feed and get some days out of for sure. Painted up barra here again is the 353 litter barra 353-4. Talked about how much we appreciate that barra from just the extra stoutness of feature. Yet he's still long enough in his bone work. He's still long enough in his neck. He's correct and square out of his hip and rump, and his muscle pattern certainly doesn't get too far out ahead of him and get away from him. The 328-5 barra there now. Barra's had a little bit of had just getting over scouring just slightly. We've got him dried up, but he's still just a little bit agitated there. May not necessarily give you the best look here, but we think this one has a chance to be tremendously good. He's got a couple litter mates as well that were a few pins ago. This one is stout featured and still long neck. Square and correct, and just has that show barra kind of look from the side about his head and his jawline as well. Again, another very deep pen of barras to dig into and study and break down to figure out what fits your show and your needs the best here. .350-6.